colour palette for it. Try purple.
Just to get your greys right.
Get your grey. How dare you?
It's mine. It's this side. It's this side for me.
So what's the plan here? Is this rolling?
It's already rolling.
Is it good? Okay.
That's how I get the good con.
Is this us going now? Yeah. I thought you had to say, first question is going to be roughly about this.
And the second question is going to be, and the third will be...
Somebody thanked me the other week, saying it's amazing the way you've got to that point where people are so much fitter and healthier because they're playing walking football maybe 2 or 3 times a week. I had the conversation not so long ago with somebody who's in their 70s now and they're going, Matt, when are we starting on over 75s? Because they've got so much fitter that there's people, when they obviously are turning the next age and they're moving, for some of them who are good competitions, but they get to that point where they're looking for the next thing to keep them going, and it's that switch that's obviously just been brought back on again. A lot of people who have retired and then they go, what am I going to do next? And I always go back to a quote that from one of my own players who used to say that the idea of somebody in their 60s years ago was somebody who was finished their work, finished with football, they would sit in their armchair, read the paper, smoke their pipe. And I said, that's not now, because they play walking football. And that's a big thing for me, I think, from the transformation of that.
But there's some guys come along to watch. They then want to come in afterwards for the tea, coffee and biscuits at the end, where the banter that's been on the pitch continues in that room. That's for me the thing. Yet we can bring up figures about health, about heart diseases, diabetes and such like, but it's a social element that I focus on because I think it's so important. There are guys I know at my club that have said to me that, if it wasn't for walking football, they wouldn't have come out the door. It's giving people that reason to get up in the morning, go and grab your trainers, get your kit on and either kick a ball or referee or watch, but be there and be part of a big crowd of new friends that you're making.
I think with the partnerships, is what you've said, it's the connectivity of it and it's the reach that we can only do so much, but then linking in with partners who are a bit bigger than us and they can push that out, that reaches more people than what we can. So all of a sudden, if it is a case of through CHSS reaching other members and people that see that, and all of a sudden those people then start playing walking football, it's just a win-win. So it just makes sense.
It brings a focus towards the sport. Chest, Heart, Throat Scotland are a great example of that. You look at your website and there's always something on about walking football. And I know that Chest, Heart and Throat Scotland are one of the charities that totally get what we're about.
Imagine having a decant for Newcastle slagging me about how I talk.
She's the oldest and she spills all her drink. That's because it's juice, because if it was real drink, she wouldn't have.
So excited, she's wet herself.
These lady terrors are gone back.
Really well for the fundraising and all, you know what I mean? It's lovely to be part of it because but we've done this when there was only 8 or 10s and now there's Mary's.
Lynn's 9. Possibly she needs to see if she can get away from workshop and I'll wait until we put it on. Oh!
Yeah.
Put it on the group chat.
That's a good camera. That's a good game for Portugal.
That's the best thing you'll see for me, so.
It's not as early as that. Right. See you Thursday.
See you Thursday. Thanks very much, pal. I hope you chain a stain off with me.
Bye. See you later.
It's the routine and it's getting it on. If they're missing, I'm injured, I can't go along. No, you can't. You can still go along and you get that time to spend together and then you're still there at pitch side and then you're going for your cup of tea afterwards. But they still feel part of the group, they feel part of the team. I think that's amazing.
The only one that I ever thought was a spectator sport was the Tartan Teapot when that team won it. Who was that again?
Great, best walking football team there's ever been.
Oh, one of the best. Yeah.
I am Dot Low from Danderhall. I played football for the age of 12 in a ladies' team, and then played up till I got married the year, just months before I got married at 29. I looked after my mum because I was that close to her. She passed away, and that's when I was lost. But then my pal Lynn came home her holidays and she says, fancy going to walking football? I played it over there. There's one up in Mayfield, you fancy going? Never even knew there was walking football in Scotland or anywhere, to be honest. Really felt I was at home again. I came home in the car and I thought, that just feels like I've never been away, and the lassies are really, really nice. Viv was there. When you're in the walking football, you could turn to any of the lassies. They're just like big sisters at times, which is great. My confidence was coming back because I was always a confident person without being brazen. I had inner confidence. That started getting stronger. That made me happier. I was obviously happier about the house, so it really told on the family as well. I think just being a person again, being me and going doing things that I wanted to do, it just gave me my life again. Or I would say I was actually at rock bottom up until the walking football. And the minute I tried it, it was day after day. I just felt getting stronger. And now I'm back to being me again, what I was when I was a youngster. And I only wish, that's my wish, that she could see me now. I always say if I could have her back for a day, just to say, Ma, I did move on and never forget you, but I did move on. So, and it's all down to walking football for sure.
The chest, heart and stroke unit in Drumchapel Shopping Centre is very much one that we support totally.
But I had plenty to do, but this was a bit more, what would you say, structured, you know, it gave me some positive.
I do like to say to my peer groups, if you fancy trying it, there's walking football groups all over the country.